Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have almost done with the lighting part over here for this particular interior tutorial. That's your storeroom over here. So now what we'll be doing over here is so we'll be generating the light passes. Also we'll be going through the ambient occlusion render over here. So very first of all, let's save as this file. So very first of all, I'll go into this render setup, and I'll add the light passes. So although I have done with the render setup over here, so we have done with the render settings, color mapping. We'll just check it once over here. GI irridance map, light cache, that's totally perfect. I'll go into the settings, again go into this, okay, minimum subdivisions, okay, that's 203, that's totally fine. Maximum I kept it as 100 over here. Noise threshold, so 0.01 over here. Noise threshold, adaptive samples, so I'll keep this as 1 over here. There, that's your noise threshold that we have kept it as 0.001. GI, we've done all these settings over here. We're just checking it once. Okay, if you want, you can reduce this over here. So let's go into this render setup. So we'll go into this render elements, and let's add some render elements over here. First, that's your diffuse filter, your global illumination, your lighting. We can go down, V-ray reflection, V-ray refraction, self illumination, shadows, specular, V-ray Z depth, and if required we can just go over here and add a denoiser also. So we have added almost all the passes over here which are required. So we have added this light passes, and let's click OK. So now what I'll be doing, I'll just go into this, I'll save as this file, and with the name as 4, and let's again go into this render setup, go into the render setup over here, and I'll delete all this render elements. Let's again go into the material editor. Let's take a V-ray light material, go into this color, and I'll add a V-ray dirt material over here. So I can just increase this over here. This is totally okay. So that's your ambient occlusion. Select this all, and let's add it over here, and let's render and see it once how it looks like and how much time it's going to take to render this big scene over here. So as you can see, we have set up this ambient occlusion, and let's see how much time it takes. It's actually going to take a longer time because we are rendering at a very high resolution over here. That's your 6000 by 3000. So once it builds its light cache, that will start rendering it. Alright, so definitely it's going to take a longer time. Alright, so parallelly, if you want, I can just render the other file. I'll just escape this. I'll just save this. Let's open the third file over here. As we have already set up, oops, yeah, we have not saved it over here. Not a problem, we'll just add it again. Alright. So atmosphere, denoiser, diffuse filter, global illumination, lighting, reflection, and I'll save it once. So let's just save your file once and let's render it again. And let's see how much time it takes. Definitely it's going to take a longer time. Yeah, so as you can see over here, it's rendering over here. Definitely we can make the changes also right now. If you want, you can do that. If you think that the lighting is very high, you can work on the parameters. And also we have done some settings over here, as you can see. Into the environment panel, so we have set it as exposure control. If you want, you can just remove that and you can just render it normally without the exposure control also. Alright, so guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So definitely I'll be generating or compositing the light passes in the coming tutorial, and also I'll render this. You can see we have added this light passes. We'll save this passes, we'll save the ambient occlusion pass, and finally composite in the coming tutorial. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.